So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? All right, here we go. All right, buenas and half a day, everyone, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. My name is Michelle Franquez, and I am the interim PIO for the Guam Department of Education. Today, we are hosting a press conference for our 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year, and I would like to extend a warm welcome to those who are in attendance of today's press conference. I would like to first acknowledge the Guam Department of Education Superintendent, John Fernandez. I know he's not words there. I would also like to acknowledge our Deputy Superintendent, Erica Cruz. Our reigning Teacher of the Year, Miss Annalyn Palugud. And then in attendance from our Guam Education Board, we have Mr. Mark Mendiola. And then for all our teachers and administrators who are in attendance today, thank you for joining us, whether it's through the Zoom or the live feed on the KOAM page. And I would like to now pass the mic on to Maria Leon Guerrero, who will now introduce our board members of the Foundation for Public Education. Maria?
Hafaday, thank you, Michelle. So in addition to myself from the foundation, joining us today, we have Noel Enriquez. And we also have, one moment. Michelle, can you confirm who else is in attendance here? I'm sorry, I cannot see the screen. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. Oh, yes, we have Michelle. We have Michelle Bordalio from Morico Equipment. We also have our operations manager, Miss Brianne Dunstan. And I believe that's all that are with us from the foundation today. Back to you, Michelle.
All right, actually, we are now going to be covering our FPE mission and vision. So if Maria will grace us with her presence once more and explain a little bit more about the Foundation for Public Education's mission and vision, here we go.
Absolutely. So for those who may not be familiar, the Foundation for Public Education is a private nonprofit organization, and we work to ensure a bright future for our children and our community by supporting Guam's public schools. And the foundation is led by volunteers like myself from the business community, some of them who have joined us today. Thank you very much. The flagship event that we pour most of our efforts into is the annual GDOE Teacher of the Year Gala. And back in March of 2020, we were actually on the home stretch leading up to the gala when, of course, the pandemic swept across the world. So at that time, DOE and the Toy Selection Committee were forced to turn their attention to more pressing matters, like all of us were. But here we are, exactly a year later. And as a community, we have struggled, we have adapted, and I'm very glad to say we have persevered. And we are very pleased that DOE reached out to us and expressed how eager they were to pick up right where we left off in 2020. So at today's press conference, we're all excited to discover who the 6 finalists are for the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year. Of course, given the situation with the pandemic, we will not be able to host our customary gala, but I am very happy to share that we are working with our sponsors to plan a virtual televised program at the end of April where we will be celebrating all of these fine candidates and, of course, announcing the winner. I just want to mention that the program would not be possible without the generous support of our sponsors. There are several companies that have already made commitments, and we sincerely thank them. I'd like to take a moment to highlight our presenting sponsors. They are Cars Plus, KUAM, and Bank of Guam. And just so that everyone knows, each of these companies has made a donation of $5,000 or greater, valued at $5,000 or greater, which I think, especially during these tough economic times, shows a very strong commitment to public education on our island. We do have representatives from each of these sponsors today, so I'd like to turn it over to them to say a few words. Michelle, shall I introduce the first sponsor, or yes?
Yes, but before you do, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Ron McNinch. He is from our Guam Education Board. I would like to acknowledge his presence in our live stream, in our press conference today.
Fabulous. Thank you, Ron. Okay, so the first sponsor that we will be hearing from is Cars Plus, and I believe we have, it's going to be either Miss Joyce Crisostomo or her daughter, Jennifer Camacho Crisostomo. Not sure who will be joining us today.
Half a day.
Half a day, Joyce.
Half a day. Sinzus Masi, Biba Mess tomorrow.
Woohoo!
And, Biba, I'm very happy to be here. Jennifer Crisostomo Camacho will not be joining us today unless she comes in later. But I'm happy to be with you all and very excited that this will continue. This is very meaningful, and I believe that all teachers deserve to be just recognized, even as a nominee, and just being a teacher in itself is an honor. And so CARS Plus commitment, as we have in the very beginnings, is that we will provide a vehicle for the Teacher of the Year for a year. And that's with, I'm not sure where that's at with the gas, Maria, and the insurance we can provide, but the gas, I think, I'm not sure where that is, Maria, with, because that's what we started out with.
I'm working on that one too.
Okay, if you
Yes.
need help, we can certainly help in that because,
Absolutely.
yeah, thank you. Was there anything else? Yeah.
Thank you, Joyce. I know the teachers are super excited about the car, and so yes, keeping the dream alive with the car. So, and the next sponsor that we are going to hear from today is KUAM. Jason, are you representing from KUAM?
I'm here.
Oh, Marie, hi.
Sorry, I had to make sure I was unmuted. I've made that mistake too many times during the pandemic. Yes, but half a day, everyone. On behalf of KUAM Communications, I just wanted to say how proud we are to once again sponsor the Teacher of the Year Awards. We've all been so influenced by those teachers in our lives. A great teacher not only educates, but they mentor, they guide, they show compassion, they provide hope when we really feel like we have none, and they open our eyes up to just a world of possibilities. They sacrifice and they display just shows of selflessness and always put their students first. We've seen story after story from this past school year. We've seen so many educators go above and beyond during this pandemic. We've seen them creatively adapt to the challenges of virtual learning. They've risked exposure themselves to illness to ensure their kids could learn. And then we've seen them reach out in touching and personal ways just outside the confines of a classroom. I know we've all either seen them personally or we've seen them, through different media stories. And it's, one of my favorite sayings, always said that in times of great adversity, true character is truly revealed. We are so moved and inspired and motivated by the selflessness, kindness, advocacy, guidance, and dedication to your roles as teachers. And we're so honored to be a part of this program. As Maria's mentioned and Joyce both mentioned, that this year's celebration will be so much different from previous years. But it's not unfortunate because it's still going to be very special and commemorate and pay tribute to the Teacher of the Year and all of these other amazing teachers in our community. And I think the gift of it all is that through technology, KUAM is honored to be a part to help transition and adapt the program creatively in different ways to let it go on, as everybody else is so dedicated to seeing that we honor and celebrate the Teacher of the Year and all the finalists. So congratulations and best of luck to everybody today.
Viva. And last but not least, back to me. I'm now going to put on my Bank of Guam hat. So at Bank of Guam, one of the pillars of our mission is to strengthen our community. And I can't think of a better way to strengthen our community than to support teachers. And keep in mind that these are not just average teachers that we're talking about here, but these are truly exceptional teachers. And if the pandemic has taught us anything, it's to have a deeper appreciation for the role that teachers play, not just in our children's lives, but in society at large. An excellent teacher can boost a child's confidence and ignite their curiosity and love of learning. And particularly at a time when our economy is hurting so badly, we are reminded of the value of teachers in cultivating a skilled workforce and encouraging the seeds of creativity, innovation, and leadership. My grandfather, Jesus Leon Guerrero, understood that education was the key to long-term economic prosperity. And today we are honored to continue his legacy in supporting the Foundation for Public Education and the Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year program. And with that, Michelle, I will turn it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Before I move on to the next segment that we've all been waiting for the press conference, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Vice Chair for the Guam Education Board, Dr. Mary Okada, as well as one of our respective members, Mrs. Maria Gutierrez. So thank you again, ladies, for joining us today. And now we would like to pass it on to the superintendent as we now reach the point where everyone has been waiting for, the announcement of our 12 semi-finalists for the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year.
Hafa day and good afternoon, and welcome everybody who's joined us today on this at this Zoom press conference, and also, best wishes as well to all of our GDOE community who will be watching this later, and then most especially congratulations to all of the semifinalists who are joined us today. Now, this is kind of a high pressure responsibility now doing this on Zoom and wanting to make sure everything is accurate and right. Are we showing are we also showing the presentation, Michelle?
Yes, I'm queuing it up right now, sir, when you're ready.
So what we're going to do is we will be announcing the basically the 12 semifinalists. And before I do that, though, I just want to thank each and every one of you, and also extend that thanks to all of your fellow teachers out in the community, because if there was ever a time where we ought to be looking and appreciating, appreciating and really thanking our teachers, it has to be during these past 12 months. It was March last year when we went into this pandemic situation, and over the past year, I think all of us, especially those of us who are parents, really have to take the time to really reflect on what you do for our children each and every day, being able to deal with them coming to school, addressing their academic needs, dealing with their socio-emotional needs, and as we bring them back face to face, knowing that you're going to have to, take that on, especially after such a traumatic period in our community. We want to thank you for that, and thank you for your continued service. And we're just happy to be here to try to recognize your contributions and pay tribute to that. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and announce this year's 12 semifinalists. All right. So our first semifinalist is Julieta Anitok from Simon Sanchez High School. You can wave your hands or clap or whatever you want to do it. Julieta, congratulations. Our second semifinalist is Natasha Palomo Cruz from Maria Ulloa Elementary School. Congratulations, Natasha. Our third semifinalist is Michelle de Guzman from Liguan Elementary School. Congratulations, Michelle. Number 4 on the list is Nashista Benavente Delgado from George Washington High School. Congratulations, Nashista. Fifth, Dimphnia San Nicolas Diaz from Teton High School. Congratulations, Dim. Number 6, we're halfway there. Seferino Dorosan from Atacao Elementary School. Congratulations, Seth. Number 7 on the list, another teacher from Teton High School is Mary Garvillis. Congratulations, Mary. Number 8, Christine Gian-Chan from Finnegazen Elementary School. Congratulations, Christine. Number 9, Van Peter Lebranda from Okudu High School. Congratulations, Okudu. Congratulations, Van. Number 10, Nicole Nadal from Ocean View Middle School. Nicole, congratulations. I think you are our Southern representative this year, so you're representing the South. Good job. Congratulations. Number 11, Cello Marie Paulino from Jose Rios Middle School. Congratulations, Ms. Paulino. And then number 12, Dr. Benjamin Santiago from Agata Johnston Middle School. Congratulations, Dr. B. All right, so everybody give them a round of applause to our 12 semifinalists. Congratulations. Thank you for all you do.
All righty.
With that, I'm going to go ahead and turn that back over to okay, sorry, I'm reading my part here. Before we go any further, let me go ahead and recognize the current Guam Teacher of the Year, Ms. Annalyn Palagad, who teaches English as second language at Atacao Elementary School. She has the distinction of having had an extended term because of the pandemic. So congratulations. And I hope you've enjoyed the extended term. It doesn't happen very often, but we do want to thank you for, obviously representing GDOE and Guam. And I'm going to go ahead and let you basically introduce yourself and really hopefully share maybe a bit of your experience as Teacher of the Year.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez and the Foundation for Public Education for the wonderful opportunity. So as the 2019-2020 Guam Teacher of the Year, I was able to participate in a year-long professional development with the Council of Chief State School Officers. One was an in-person program at California, and then due to the pandemic, the remaining activities were done virtually. And in that time, I shared my teaching practices and learned from other state and territory teachers of the year while reflecting on effective and equitable instruction. And I had also learned the power of each teacher's personal narrative in advocating for public education, our students, and each other. So I want to go ahead and talk more about the journey of becoming Guam's Teacher of the Year. So the Teacher of the Year program is a highly selective process, and it recognizes one of the thousands of public school educators who demonstrates excellence in teaching. At the start of the process in school year 2019 to 2020, the Guam Teacher of the Year Committee received numerous nominations and over 20 applicants. Now, a panel of 3 judges who are all former Teacher of the Year representatives conducted a blind review of each application and scored them based on the completeness and quality of their application packets. Now, the tabulation team, which consists of members of our GDOE internal audit and the business office staff, then compiled the scores to determine the 12 highest ranked applicants as the 12 Teacher of the Year semifinalists. Next, each semifinalist underwent a panel interview with the judges and GDOE Equal Employee Opportunity Officer to ensure an equal opportunity is given to all semifinalists during the interview process. But today, we are prepared to move forward in the announcement of the top 6 contestants as a 2021 Teacher of the Year finalists. The final round of judging takes place this month when each finalist will be observed by the judges at their respective classrooms or models of learning. And the candidate with the highest composite score to include the observation will be selected as a 2021 Teacher of the Year. The 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year will represent our beautiful island through program meetings, conferences, and special celebratory events nationwide. And the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year is also given the opportunity to engage with policymakers and share best practices with other Teachers of the Year representatives from across the United States, their territories, and DODEA. The Guam Teacher of the Year also has the opportunity to become the National Teacher of the Year, who will serve as a spokesperson and advocate for the teaching profession nationally and internationally. The role of the National Teacher of the Year is to bring national public attention on the importance of excellence in teaching. And the National Teacher of the Year will also be speaking at more than 150 events each year, sharing their wisdom, advocating for students, elevating issues that teachers face, and inspiring others to join the profession. The Foundation for Public Education, together with the Council of Chief State School Officers, is committed in supporting the year-round participation of the Guam State Teacher of the Year, whose purpose is to achieve professional growth and promote the importance of a more equitable education system on our island. I just wanted to say congratulations to all the semi-finalists. Thank you for being a light to students and teachers during this unprecedented year. You continue to represent this profession with joy, passion, and care.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring our Superintendent John Fernandez back to the speaking screen, and we will now announce the 5 finalists for the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year.
Good luck, teachers.
Drum roll,
Thank
please.
thank you again, Michelle. And again, I know this is like the big moment, so this is probably the best time to add a few more comments before we get started with the big news. But I do again, first of all, what I love about this competition is is the opportunity to come recognize the semifinalists and the opportunity to announce the finalists, all without the responsibility of having to try to figure out how to evaluate each and every one of our very, competitive, educators. So I'm really thankful for the committee who went through that process and still has to continue through the observation process to help select the 2021 Guam Teacher of the Year. So that means there's no pressure on me, but thank you for the work that you've done. I also, again, would just be remiss if I didn't also, on behalf of the department, just say another thank you to the Foundation for Public Education and all of the members and our, of course, the support you brought and lend to our teachers and our students, but also to our sponsors, Cars Plus, KUAM, and Bank of Guam. Thank you again for your support and contribution to this important event and for supporting our very best educators. And with that, we're going to go ahead and make the announcements of our 6 finalists for the 2021 Teacher of the Year. So our first finalist is Ms. Nashista Beneventi Delgado from George Washington High School. Right. Congratulations. Number 2, our second finalist is Mr. Van Peter Lebranda from Okudu High School. Congratulations, Van. Congratulations, Van. Sorry about that. Our third finalist, Michelle de Guzman from Liguan Elementary School. Congratulations, Michelle. Number 4, congratulations to Christine Gyanshan from Finagazan Elementary School.
Yay!
We're down to the last 2. Our 5th finalist is Dr. Benji Santiago from Agata Johnston Middle School.
Yay!
Last but not least, Mr. Seth DeRosen from Atacao Elementary School was our 6th finalist for the 2021 GDOE Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to all of our finalists. You have one more round to go, but making it this far, certainly has really elevated you to that next level of competition. and we know you're going to do very well. But this year we made it a little bit more difficult by making sure there was a pandemic in place and you would have to try to be observed in your different models of learning. But I know that you're up to it. So congratulations to all of our semifinalists and to our 6 finalists. We look forward to the next stage of the competition. Thank you again.
Viva! Woohoo!
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Great job. Great job,
Thank you.
everyone.
Congratulations, everybody. Good job. Thank
Alrighty.
you.
So again, thank you all for attending. We now actually have a couple of members of the media present today, and we would like to have the Q&A session with our semifinalists and our finalists, as well as some members of our FPE, our judges for the Teacher of the Year, and of course, anyone from our committee for the Teacher of the Year. So again, thank you everyone for joining us. And again, congratulations to the semifinalists and the finalists for the Guam Teacher of the Year 2021. All right, so here we go.